Today, I am going to talk about a very important article published on 7th February in a very reputed journal, Nature Medicine. This should be an eye-opener for the folks who thinks that COVID is similar to flu and are very careless. The bottom line is COVID is much more complicated and there are certain long-term health issues once one contracts COVID. According to senior author Zial Al-Ali, an assistant professor of medicine at Washington University, what we are seeing isn't good. COVID-19 can lead to serious cardiovascular complications and death. The heart does not regenerate or easily mend after heart damage. These are diseases that will affect people for a lifetime. Now let's dive deep and see what the authors are telling. The study was done on about 12 million US veterans. They were looking at 20 different heart and vessel maladies, and all of them are serious disorders. These are the list of heart complications they looked upon. I am not going into details of each one, which might be boring. If anyone is interested, you can refer to the article. I will provide the link in the description. There were 3 types of group. One group consists of people who were COVID positive. Other 2 groups were control group, that is, they never tested positive for COVID. One group was during the same time frame as the COVID positives, called contemporary group, and the other group was from veterans who were from a period before the pandemic started. They were known as historical group. Basically, they compared whether there is an increased risk of heart problems even after 1 year post-COVID positive. It was found that people who had risk of heart condition before becoming infected, their risk amplified after COVID positive. That means if one has heart condition, the chance of those risks were more after COVID infection. But the remarkable finding was even in people who never had heart problems or were considered at low risk also developed heart problems after COVID infection. This is alarming, isn't it? People without any risk before are developing heart conditions even after 1 year of COVID positive. So this might be a good reason to consider not contracting the virus. Their data also showed that there is an increased risk of heart damage for young people and old people, males and females, black and whites and all races, people who were obese or people who were not obese, people with or without diabetes, people with or without prior heart problem, people who were smokers or non-smokers, people with mild COVID infection, and those with severe COVID who require hospitalization. Basically, if one is infected with COVID-19, there is a risk of heart problem. For example, veterans who were COVID positive faced a 72% higher risk of heart failure after 12 months than those in the control groups who did not test positive, which in turn means 12 more infected people per 1,000 developing heart failure compared to the control group. 63% more likely to have heart attacks, 52% more likely to experience stroke. Overall, those infected with virus were 55% more to suffer from major heart problems like heart attack, stroke and death compared to those without COVID-19. So now I hope you are convinced that it is not a good idea to contract the virus deliberately. This study was conducted from March 2020 to January 2021. So this study does not include the data from Delta and Omicron variant. However, we all know how deadly Delta was than its previous variants. And there are a large number of people who suffered from heart failure post-infection. So I hope the data for Delta will be almost the same, or much higher risk would be associated with Delta infection even after 12 months post-infection. And what about Omicron? Does it cause long heart problems? We need to wait some more time to know the answer. Omicron itself is not even 6 months old. So to get 12 months post-Omicron infection, we need some more time. But to be safe, it's better to take the vaccine and follow COVID norms so that we don't risk our lives. That's it for today, guys. If you found this video informative, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more updates. Thank you.